So file management system. In file-oriented approach of organizing data, an application is organized into one or more files. Okay. We are not talking from user's point of view now. All this time the examples were given to you from the user's point of view. But now this talks about an application. Say inside Word or anything that you download. Okay, have you all downloaded files? When you see, you will have, when you actually go to My Documents or your control panel and see the download, you will have these pictures, separate pictures. Then you will have something called DLF files, DLL files. Have you seen? When you download a software or something, even when you download your Google Chrome, what happens? You have list of files that's coming up. Finally, the product ends up being stored in your desktop or your start command. What are those files? It's nothing but separating your application into various files. Even in your own My Computer, you have C drive, D drive, E drive. Predominantly, your Windows OS gets updated only in your C. That is why when you reformat it, only your C gets out, that gets stolen, whereas your D and E still remains. You will be able to restore it back. The revamping happens only in your C. Okay? Okay. Application program processes the data stored in these files to generate the desired output. First, what it says, your application is simple English, like story you have to write. But only thing is that the flow has to come. If you once start considering it as tough, it's very difficult for you to get the flow. You have to give yourself for the subject. You have to get into that shoes. Only then you will be able to do. Okay? Now, after first one, what it says, your in file-oriented approach, your applications are organized into one or more files. Point number one. Number two, what it says, now your application is segregated. Then your application program processes the data stored in these files to generate the output. Obviously, what is the bottom line? Your files have to get processed and you have to get the output. Now, so first we thought what is a file. We saw what is a file management system. Then we saw why at all we need it, because to process and to get the desired output. Then sets or programs is provided. How do you think you're going to communicate to the file management system? How do you think you're going to control it? Like how you have your body, you have a nervous system, you have a digestive system, you have a brain, you have a lung, you have a heart. So all these organs control your body, right? Not that you are on Swayambhu, that you have your brain and everything happens. Does it happen that way? Small problem, you have a small cut in your skin, what happens? The whole day gets collapsed. Why? Because everything put together is your body. Similarly, how do you think you can communicate? Just like that day how we saw, your hardware is your kitchen, your software is your products, whereas your programs is your recipe. So similarly, you need a recipe to cook. Utilities or programs enhanced to facilitate the users in operating the system better. Say there are some fixed utilities. In file management system, you have organizing, creating, deleting, updating, sorting, manipulating. So tomorrow, please note down, listen to me carefully. They'll ask you a 2-mark question. Please mention the file utility programs. Don't blink, don't think. Just write organizing, creating, deleting, updating, manipulating. These are your utilities. Simple. Simple. Then all these programs together form a FMS. What is FMS? File management system. Okay. Now I tell you, anybody can initiate and talk to me now. I am asking you, write 4 points on mobile management system in examination hall. What are the points that you would consider? I am telling you, give me 4 points on mobile, your cell phone's management system. This is just a system that I created right now. Okay. So what are the points that you would consider? As an expert, as a manager, what do you think you would consider? You enter the hall, mobile management system in examination halls. This is your examination hall. So what are the things that I can really frame in mobile management? For example, I can tell you one straight answer is do not bring mobiles to examination halls. You would be debarred for 3 years. Point number 1. This is state approach. No fun, no risk. I take the second approach. You can bring your mobile phones. What do I say? But don't, no. That is also easy. No, that is also easy. Don't bring inside the hall. So supposing if they are going to leave it outside. Now I have to put a watchman to take care of all your bags. If I don't want to put a watchman, or if I doubt my watchman also. Okay. So what I do, I appoint a person who takes all your mobiles, puts it in a cover, gives you token, right? Then what do you do after exam? The same person must exist. He should take your signature, return it back. Right? So these are the steps that you would do in your mobile management system and examination halls. Similarly, your file management system is nothing but managing files in your application. If you are clear with this, you can write n number of pages on this. You yourself can author and book. Right? Okay. File types. See, this is very, very simple. Don't get confused. You know, the names itself speak for themselves. Transaction file means what? It stores input data until it can be processed. It is in the processing stage. What do you call a transaction? You call a transaction during your journal stage or during your final account stage. Why is it called a transaction in the journal stage? Because it is yet to undergo processing. It is yet to reach the schedule 6, right? Am I right or wrong? So your transaction file is nothing but stores input data until it can be processed. Then master file. What is master file? It is, yeah, all the relevant data, all current data. Supposing if the data is obsolete, obviously it is not a master file. It will go get featured in your backup, in your archival, right? Now, output file is nothing but stores output produced by one program, which can be used as input to another program. That is your output file. Why at all you create a file for your output? Because it is going to have another value. It can be, it may be, it could be used as an input for another program. Right? Then, report file is nothing but holds all the report generated. Clear? Okay. Backup file is what? See, backup is actually very important from your practical point of view these days and also those days and also for the upcoming days. But just that the technology keeps changing. Okay. A backup file is just a copy of a file created as a safety precautions against loss of data. So these are the file types. Now, those days they used to ask you difference between transaction file and master file. So whenever somebody asks you distinguish between, don't chumma put a column and write A, B. Difference between, supposing I ask you fan and AC. AC is more costly than fan. Fan is cheaper than AC. Does it make any sense? This is one area where students lose mark. You should always have a basis of distinction. Your answer should carry some amount of professionalism in it. Write basis of distinction, write the 2 point of variables that are asked, then write the differences.